Sass, and welcome to our home.
And I'm the Goob, and this is Gulps'N'Games, a weekly show where we have some gulps, give you a little background on them, and then we play a game and give you a quick how-to, or try to give a quick how-to, a good how-to on how to play it. So this week we got a couple of fruity drinks for you. Do you want to start, or should I start?
You can start.
All right. So I need your phone. So this is called Pears of Peaches. It's from Avery Brewing in Boulder, Colorado, and their website on our story didn't really have a lot going on it. It said, since 1993, their brewery has been committed to producing eccentric ales and lagers that defy styles and categories. Their beers are thoroughly American at heart, blending old world tradition and expertise with ingenuity, creativity, and boldness. And then from there it gives a timeline of they started in 1993, their Out of Bounds Stout won the gold medal, and other stuff like that, which we can use on a later one, but that was all they had for their About Me. They don't say who the brewmaster is or any of that. So what I have is...
They have a brew mistress.
Yeah, well that too. Well, they call them master anyways.
I know.
Pear of Peaches, Imperial Hazy India Pale Ale with pears and peaches. Oh, so this is probably going to be very fruity. Grapefruit, pears, and peaches. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, malted wheat, pears, peaches, spelt, flaked oats, and hops, which they used Mosaic, Amarillo, and Simcoe hops.
Where'd you say it was from?
Colorado.
Oh.
So out of the Rocky Mountain water.
Smell it.
Smells like grapefruit.
It does. But it's supposed to be peaches. I get the peach at the end. That's pretty good. Have we had a peach beer before?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Oh. That's good.
I'm not catching the pear. Maybe I am.
Pear? I thought it was peach.
Pear of Peaches.
Oh, I don't taste pear.
The joke is it's a pair of peaches, so pear, P-A-I-R, and that's why there's two, but then also pear is in the fruit.
I'm getting pear, just peaches.
I'm getting a little of it mixed with the peach. But the grapefruit definitely, I think maybe it would have been better if it was an IPA. Make it a lager. It's the IPA IPAs, it's the hops that make it taste like grapefruit, but the grapefruit takes over.
Why does it seem like a lot of craft beers are IPAs?
There are a lot of IPAs.
Oh, it's just the ones I seem to pick out.
The ones you pick out. Actually, these beers came from...
Oh, what's that place called?
Yeah, give me one moment. I have their card. It comes from Frankenmuth House of Cigar, and in Frankenmuth, I almost said Franken Street.
Don't let the name fool you. They got lots of beer there.
Yeah. Don't talk when I'm not.
You could probably get a cigar.
Yep, they have lots of cigars, lots of beer, and then right next door, attached to the place where more of their beers are located, is a popcorn shop.
You gotta buy me a cigar. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I like a good cigar once in a while.
One of the people that were there, I think he was one of the owners, he actually helped us. He was the one that helped us pick this one out when I told him what the theme for our game was. So I had to move on to the next one.
Okay, I have St. Cheri. This is a cherry hard cider, and it's bourbon barrel aged.
I actually think it's pronounced St. Cheri.
Oh, St. Cheri. Oh, but it's a Blakes. We've had Blakes before at Tracy and Nick's.
It's already up. It was the one that was already up.
Oh, okay. Pretty sure this is in Michigan too.
Yep.
Armada, Michigan. twin brothers Pete and Paul Blake returned after graduating from Michigan State. Ooh, go Spartans!
Gotta start the paragraph before that, though.
Oh. Okay. With a desire to explore farming in 1946, Gerald and Lovely Blake moved their family of 13 kids out of the suburbs into a 100-acre plot of land in Armada, Michigan, with three bedrooms with 13 kids.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with them? Oh my gosh. Alright, so twin brothers Pete and Paul Blake returned after graduating from Michigan State. Go Spartans! With an interest in growing what their family had built over the years, adding more diverse experience for visitors. Years later, Paul's son, Andrew Blake, who had grown up working on the farm with his family, returned to Armada with a desire to explore hard cider. With his family's blessing and support, Andrew founded Blakes Hard Cider in 2013. Oh, I didn't realize it was only 2013.
Yeah, so...
No wonder why we never heard of him when we had him at Nick and Tracy's.
Yeah.
Okay. Does this give a description? It is crafted with Michigan-grown Montmorency cherries. This bourbon barrel-aged semi-sweet provides slight tartness up front and a smooth finish. Cool. Oh, with a devotion to kindness, St. Cheri is made in support of nonprofits clothing those in need and keeping our community warm.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Didn't he say something about how this one was? Oh, bourbon barrel aged.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I did.
Okay. I love bourbon barrel aged beers, and this one is cherry. I'm excited for it.
Ooh. We actually had a little dispute off camera about who would get how much, because I like peach beer, but I really like cherries.
Well, I was expecting to be darker because of the bourbon. Can see right through that.
A bourbon colorish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ham.
Oh.
That is really good.
More, please. Andrew Blake, send us some more. Haha. Yummy.
So we were trying to find some, you know how I like to try to theme the drinks along with the games. So we're trying to find something. So the owner of the shop suggested Pears of Peaches because the game is Welcome to New Las Vegas. So it's casino-y.
Well, that's why we got Cheri, too.
Yeah. So well, it started with this one. So his idea was because the fruit, and when you play a slot machine, it brings up fruit, and also Pear of Peaches kind of sounds like poker. You have a pair of kings, pair of queens, so something like that.
Don't have a pair of peaches, though.
The queen is Peaches. So and then
Peach is a princess.
Yeah, and then the cherry, you didn't sip it.
I didn't. So let's see if it makes it taste different. Well, that wasn't good. Not supposed to do that. It only made it taste better.
So the game Welcome to New Las Vegas is all about it's a construction type building game. You're building a new Las Vegas, and it's all about casinos. So it comes with your casino play cards, and you want to shuffle them up, which I already did, and then divide them into 3 equal piles of 27. So go ahead and do that while I talk about the rest.
3 piles of 27?
Yep. The game is one of those where you can play with any number of people. It says 1 to 50, because probably that's how many sheets you can pull out at one time. But if you're playing by yourself, it has these cards. They're little architect cards that you play with the other players, so that if you're by yourself, they are the other players. So you just set those aside because you're not doing that. It then has 3 colored cards, which are your project cards. And there's a whole stack of each of them, but you're only using 1 of each of them. So we'll go ahead and pull one of them out. There's 2 sides. This is the first side, but then once one person completes the project, they get the 6 points, and you flip it over so that one shows that it's taken, and the other players can only go for the 3 points. Those to the side now.
So, can Brandon Flowers come live with us?
Sure.
From the Killers.
Alright, so the object of the game is you're going to fill out this little casino card with all the casinos on it, using each one of these. There's also specific power-ups that each of them come with, and we'll have to use this as we do effects. So you flip over the first 3 cards, and it shows you 3 different effects, and you get to choose one of those, and it pairs with the casino number above it. When you're filling out your casino card, you have to go in chronological order, so if you start with a 2 right here, the next one has to be higher than 2, and so on until you get to the end. You're going to see a bunch of ones that are blue with cranes above them. Those ones are still need to be built before you can actually open them. So right now, one of the cards we drew is the crane card. So this allows you to choose one of the casinos, and it can be any one and any. You have streets that go across, and crap, what were the columns?
You said this wasn't complex.
It's not complex once you get everything down. Avenues go downward. Downward can be any number of order. You can have 2, 2, 2 all in one avenue. When you fill in an avenue, it opens up the hotel. Once you open up a hotel, then the other players have to cross off the top of that hotel and that avenue. They are only allowed to do half a hotel. And at the end, all this gets counted up and scored. On the top row, each one of these you opens up one of the golf courses. But if you start like right here in the middle, you can only do this one next to it or the one on the other side next to it, or else you have to cross out all the golf courses on the rest of that side. You get points at the end for golf courses. So what we have here is we have the construction card, the improvement card. This allows you to increase the value of points earned at the end of the game. So on the scoring sheet, you have all these yellow boxes. You can choose any one of them with this card if you choose these 2 cards to play on your first one, and you get to cross off that one. So that at the end, you multiply whatever number is left on here, the lowest one that's not crossed off, by the number of things that you got. So if I do the hotels and I have 4 hotels, I multiply 4 by 3 unless I cross that 3 off. And then we have the scissors, which is inauguration. That's right here. This allows you to cross off another circle in the inauguration. If you get all the way to the end, the game ends. And so once you do that, you calculate whoever has the most points. Each set of 2 on here allows you to use one of the inauguration power-ups, which is, there's a bunch of power-ups. I'll explain that in just a moment. I know you're like overloaded, but like once we start playing, I think you'll get it down. So if you don't have a move, if you don't want to choose any of these to open a casino with, you can choose to do that, and you get to cross off one of the inauguration circles for that if you didn't choose the one that has one that does it. And that's just another way to do that. Where are the inauguration ones? The inauguration gives you points. Okay, easy opening. The player can add or subtract 1 or 2 to the number on their casino card. So this right here, if she chose this one right here, and it's a 5, but she needs a 6, she can use that power up, and that'll give her a 6 that she can put down. Then she crosses off the 2 circles on the inauguration slide, showing that she used that power up. Free action. The player can use any of the 5 possible effects instead of the one on their number effect combination. So if she wanted to open up or build one of her casinos and build wasn't an option, she can use that power up to build one of her things. Extended casino. The player can open a second casino this turn. The casino must be a built casino adjacent to an already open one, and left or right, and then it's the same number. That's how you can get like 2, 3, 5, 5. If you can do that. But if you use that, you have to circle the dollar bills that are next to on the block of the power up you're using, because at the end of the game, that's going to accrue to your debt. You have to pay that back in order to be able to see if you get points. Right here is your safe, and this is where you accrue debt at. And so for every dollar bill that you have to circle something in your safe. And then for all the bonuses and power-ups you get to cross them off, and then you lose 20 points if you didn't pay back all your debt. So then we have our projects that you also get extra points for. You don't have to do them. It's just for getting extra points. The ones that we have that we're playing with today, it's yellow, pink, and purple. The yellow one we have is, to fulfill this objective, you must have checked the first 3 boxes in both the show columns. So one of the things that you can build, your casinos have shows in them. And if you build a show casinos offer shows that the player opens a show casino with that, paired with that show effect. You circle the star of the open show casino and cross off the topmost available show box from one of the 2 show columns. And that's, again, on your score sheet. It's the hotel, it says show, and you would cross off the numbers going down. And with this one, if you get rid of 3 on each side, you complete that project and you get the 12 extra points at the end. The pink one that we have showing is the hotels, and this one is have built 4 consecutive hotels, and it can be whole or partial, so 4 hotels in a row at the bottom of your base. And then the purple one that we have, fulfill this objective, you must have the limo passed by a special casino of each type: Mafia, Luxury, and VIP. These casinos do not have to be open for the fulfillment of the objective. So that's the next thing that you do, is there's cards that have limousines on them. That allows you to start doing your limousine path. It starts right here at this light where the limousines are all drawn by the airport.
And then you can see that.
Yeah. So you won't be able to see it. But if they have the game, then they're watching to play along.
Oh, yeah.
So then you start at that corner and you go from lamppost to lamppost, and you can even go, so you can go straight down to this lamppost, or you can go down and turn to this one. And you follow, and you can see that they're brighter lines for where these ones are not bright, so you can't do that. Mm-hmm. And once you do, so each limousine that you play on your turn, you get to draw 1 line. There's these hotels that have little red carpets and say VIP, not hotels, casinos. And the object is to go by them. You get extra points for bringing your limousine by those. And with this one, we need to go by a VIP, what did it say? A Mafia building, a Luxury building, and a VIP building.
Okay.
All right, let's just get going.
Let's just start playing.
So you name your casino at the top.
The Killers. You know they're from Las Vegas. That's why I keep on bringing them up, because they're my favorite band, and they're from Las Vegas. That's why I should name it Las. Do you think?
Goobus.
Since we own their CDs, if we played them?
Nope.
But we own them.
Nope. We own the CD. We don't own the music. We don't own the rights to the music. Now you could contact them and ask for permission, and if they give permission.
If anyone knows anyone from the Killers or can get permission, do that. Of course, we've already filmed that then, but that would still be cool.
All right. So now at the top right of the corner of the score sheet, there's a little bank with 2 sets of dollar bills. This is where at the beginning of the game, we both decide if we want to be allowed to borrow money from the bank or not be allowed to borrow money from the bank. We both make the decision secretly, and then we fold a corner over so we don't know. And at the end of the game, when we're counting up points, we see. If I choose to allow money and she chooses not to, then I've had at least half, and we chose to. So then we circle 4 bills in our safe. 4 additional stacks of bills. If we both choose not to, I'm going to go with 6 for this one. So let's say there's 6 people playing. If half the team, so if 3 people choose to use the bank and 3 choose not to use the bank, then the people that chose to use it win, and we use the bank and we circle 4 additional bills. But now, if 2 people want to use the bank and 4 choose not to, that's 4 more than half chose not to. So you only circle, but some wanted to, so we still use the bank, just not as much. So you circle 2 things of bills. And if all 6 people unanimously decide not to use the bank, you do not circle any additional bills. I don't know why we would ever choose to use the bank, because circling more bills accrues more debt. But I think maybe that's because they think that they're good enough that they can beat the other players.
People love debt.
Yeah, with it making them not be able to get, they'll lose 20 points at the end if they don't pay off all their debt.
Oh, before we go on, while you were explaining, I realized we did not say we are not sponsored by anything. And for any of the brands you see here, or anything like that, and you must be 21 to drink in America and drink responsibly.
Alright, so let's go ahead and make our decisions on the bank. Circle one of those. Use the bank, do not use the bank, then fold your corner over.
I don't want to use the bank.
Well, you're not supposed to tell everyone. It's secret until the end.
Oh. So I fold it over?
You circle which one, and then you fold the corner over so that I can't see what you chose.
Okay.
Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the middle stack. It's got the, and we can both use the same stacks. You just choose which one you want to use. So I'm using this one. It's got the construction crane and a 10. So I can open up any one of my cranes. So
what you named yours? East Goob?
Las Gubas.
Las Gubas.
So what you do is you scribble out the crane itself.
I'm going to name it mine Lost Killers.
Lost the Killers?
Yeah.
So you circle the stack of bills and you scribble out the crane. So I can't open this one on this turn because I just built it. So I do have this debt. And now if at the end of the game I never actually fill that in or open it, the debt's there and it counts against me. But on my next turn I can open it up and it'll cross out the debt. Right here. So now I've opened up this casino by putting the 10 in it. So it's an open casino. And as of now, because it's the first turn, it does nothing. So did you choose which one you wanted to do?
This one.
No. Choose which row of cards you want.
Oh, this one.
Okay. So that one, so you get to draw a 5. So put a 5 in any. No, you don't pick it up. You draw the 5 on your hotel that you're wanting to put a 5 on.
Here.
Okay, put a 5 there. Now you get to do this one, which on your score sheet, any one of the rows with the yellow squares, you get to scribble off one of the lowest squares on it. Anyway, you can scribble off that entire square there, or the 3 or the 1 or the 4 or the 1, the 2, the 3.
But just the number, not the entire.
Nope, just 1, the very first one, because then if
the lowest one.
Yeah, the top one.
Here.
No, the yellow square. Yep, right there. So you X that out. And now on your next turn, if you do the same thing, you could choose to do the 2. So now we flip over 3 new cards. And they're the same power-ups, but essentially, so again, we choose which one we want to do.
So you always get one of those? Or
Yeah, we flip these over, and then we
but
choose.
they're all the same as last time, right?
Yeah, they're not always all the same.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the next ones are all going to be the same as well. You can see which ones are going to be on the next turn. So anyways, I'm going to open up this place here. And I'm going to put my 11.
Oh, because it's the number 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
right there.
Okay.
And they have to be in order. So like you put the 5 there, so you have to put 4, 3, 2 on these ones if you're going this way. And now because this one's not open, it doesn't count against it. You could put the 4, 3 here and never open this one. But if you build it, it then immediately starts, into the thing. And then at the end, there's also points for having like all even in a row, so 2, 4, 6, 8, and whoever has the longest. So if you have 2, 4, 6, and I have 2, 4, 6, 8, I would win the even score. And then odds, 1, 1, 3, 5.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead.
That one again.
Okay, so now you're going to put an 8 on one of your things. Okay, now, I wouldn't do this one, but you already did, so you're going to have to scribble out the star. That could no longer be a show because you opened it up without the show card. So you just cross off.
It was a show card.
If it's the power-up that shows that it shows the show. So now that casino could no longer be a show. So you cross off the star.
Okay. And now I can do 2 right here.
Yep, you can scribble off that too. All right, so let me flip them. So see this one, all 3 of them are going to be shows on this next card. They show you on the top of the card what the next one's going to be, probably so that you can plan out your next turn. So you're like, oh, well, that one's an opening one, and blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to do now...
So I want to get this full.
Yeah, you do want to cross those out because you get more points at the end for
okay.
it. That's a reason to do that. So now we have 3 shows, so it doesn't matter which one you choose. But if you want to use
then
it,
I mark off
nope,
show?
you don't mark anything off. This is your score sheet. So on this turn, what we're going to do is we can choose one of the showrooms and open the showroom. And if you open a showroom, then you get to cross off one of those. But if you choose to open one, you can also choose to not open a showroom, open a normal casino, and then you do not get to cross one of those numbers off.
I'm going to do 10.
I'm going to put 10 here.
And it has to be a star where it says show, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So now you get to cross off either side, whichever side you want to start on. And you don't have to go in order. You could cross off the 0 on both sides, or you go just down one row. Okay. So now this one's a limousine one. So I'm going to choose this one and start running my limousine. So I'm going to put the 6 right here. And then I'm going to start my limousine.
Do you have to have something from each box? One of the purple boxes? Or no?
You don't have to. At the end, when we count up our scores, we get points for everything there.
Oh, okay.
And then, like I said, crossing those off gets you more multipliers.
Okay.
So choose one of those. Okay, so you're going to put a 9 on one of your casinos. It can't be that one. That one's not built.
But I can put it there.
No,
but
it's
open
not.
It,
no,
right?
it's you can't open it until it's built. And then you cross off any one of the gold boxes.
I thought it had to be this one since
It doesn't have to be the same one that you chose.
Oh!
You could cross one there, then come over to here, then go to there, then go to there. But you have to go in order down. You have to go 3, 4, 5, 7.
See, I thought since I was picking that one all the time, that meant that I had to do this one.
No, you can go to any one. You can work. You can work on that one till it's done, and then go to the next one where you can do each one in order.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to take the 3. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to open this one up. I get to circle the par. So now, what happens on the next turn, if I want to do the top row, I have to either do this box or this box. And if I do this one, then all these get cut off.
Why do you get to circle the par?
Because I opened the casino. When you open a casino on the top row, it opens one of the golf courses. But like I said, on the next one, I have to do one that's next to it, or else I lose the entire row. Like if I do this one, then I lose both of these.
Like on your very next turn?
No, the next time I open one on the top row.
Oh, okay.
And then I get to choose one of those. So I'm going to go for the golf course one.
Now let's say I had this 5 and then I did a 6 here. What happens with this in between?
Then you won't be able to ever open that unless you use your bonus power with this one, which allows you to open that. No, it's not bad. It's just then you accrue debt because you have to circle the dollar bills.
think I have any debt yet, do I?
We all have debt. It's at the end when we count everything up, you'll see what we have.
Oh, so that's a build, and I haven't built this, so can I put 11 there?
You cannot, you can't put an 11, you can't open it the same turn that you build it. So you build it, you circle the dollar bills on it like I did here, but then you can't open it until your next turn.
Well, why would you do that? Why would you build anything if you're going to just be in debt?
So then once you open it, you're no longer in debt. You get to scribble out the dollar bills.
I ain't going to do that.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, ba-bum.
You can also choose to not do any of these, and then you can cross off another circle on this page.
No, I'm going to do something.
Oh, babe. So you open, which one did you start with? You started with the 3, didn't you?
I think the 5.
You started with the 5? When did you put the 8 in?
My last turn.
Okay, so so you lose
Why?
this one, and this one.
Why?
Because I told you have to do them next to each other. If you don't do them next to each other, you lose them.
Oh, I thought it just meant... Because I had the 3, I did the 3 last.
I don't know what you did, but you have this 8 over here.
Yeah, I did the 3 last.
Okay.
And then I couldn't go by the 3, so I played the 8, because...
No, we would have to have done one next to the 5. Any of them that are open.
I thought it meant, like, the next... Oh,
No.
Okay.
So you lost all of those, so now you're actually, this one you didn't lose because it's next to the 8, but everyone that wasn't next to it. So this one you can circle if you put a 7 here.
Okay.
And that one you can circle, so. Okay, so I'm going to use my first ability here. I'm going to use my free action, which makes this a showroom instead, and put a 9 here, and circle the par here. And then I get to cross off of this here. And then I also did this, so I get 12 points on my gold one. And this one now flips over, so you can only earn 6 if you do that one.
When is this game done?
When either we get to the end of all these bubble dots here, it ends, or we fill in all of our casinos.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I just opened up my hotel, so now you have to, on your 6th Avenue, you have to scribble the top of your hotel off. Just the top of it. I'm going to use my other power for my easy opening, which allows me to add or subtract 2 to this. So I'm going to open this one right here. And put, I'm going to put 12 here. And it's a show, so I get to cross off one of these. I just did this. I went by a VIP, I went by a Mafia, and I went by a bank-owned one. So I get 6 points on my purple. So the most you can earn for that is 3. So in other words, these should have all been reshuffled because, go ahead and shuffle one of these up. There shouldn't have been any more to flip over then.
Oh, okay. Shuffle one of these?
No, each individual stack.
My last bubble.
Oh, alright, game's over. Alright, so now we're going to add up the scoring. End of game. So the projects, you add the scores for any projects that you fulfilled. I have 18, you have 0.
How do you know that?
Because you didn't fulfill any projects.
I didn't even know what I was supposed to do with those.
I told you what to do with them.
Okay.
If you did do that one, you get a 6 for the pink one. Or for the gold one. You get a 6 on the gold one.
Here?
No, on the gold one.
Oh, okay.
Did you, on your limousine, did you go past a VIP, a Mafia, and a dollar bill? Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
But do you have to complete the passing? Yes, you can just, so you get you get 3 points for that one. Yeah, and then none of us did pink because the pink was the hotels, and I was the only one that opened them. I didn't open 4 of them. So add those points up, and you get that many points there. So then we go to the next row, the inauguration one. Each architect counts their crossed off boxes that have not been circled for the bonuses in the inauguration track. Depending on your position, earn the value indicated by the first visible box of your score sheet. Those with the most boxes will earn 10 points. Seconds will earn 5 or 8. So you get, since you did not cross off the gold box, you get 10 points. Earn the lowest visible number in each show column. So I have 16 and 12.
That's what I have.
Hotels. Write down the number of...
Oh, no, 11, because that's not... Okay. Sorry.
Write down the number of whole and partial hotels built and multiply those by their corresponding improved. I built 2, and I have... write down the number of whole... earn points for longest continuous row of odd or even casinos. I don't think you did any 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7. You don't have any, and I don't have any that are 9, 10, 12... Oh, here we go. 10, 12, 14. I have 3 in a row that are all even. Do you have any that are more than 3 in a row that are all even or odd? And add up how many casinos you have open on each street, and that's what each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Including ones that aren't built?
If they're not built, they're not open. Now you get to write down your par numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that are par 4. So on where it says over here, where it says par 4, put a 4 there. No, not down there. Underneath par 4.
Oh.
And then where it says par 5, you have 0, so put a 0. And on par 1, you have 1, so put 1. Or par 3, you have 1. And now you do the math to figure out how much points you get. On the limousine spot, what we're doing is we're going to, first, you count how many VIP places, the red carpet ones, your limousine has passed by. Then you do the mafia ones. Those are the ones with the little fountain in front of them. And now you have to count how many lines you're missing to connect and finish your route. Alright, so now we reveal if we chose that we wanted to take money from the bank. I said no. You also said no?
Yeah.
Alright, even though you circled the bank and not the stack that says no. That's alright.
Oh, I did kind of.
So we don't add any additional debt to ourselves. Then cross off 1 bundle for each circled and not cross off debt on your 2 sheets. So,
I only have 1 that I wanted to
okay,
build.
so 1, 2, 3. Those you got to cross off. Those you never got to, so you have 3.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay.
I was wrong. The fountain is a luxury casino. The stack of cash is a mafia casino. But we already did it the way I did it, so we'll just do it the other way next time.
Okay.
Now we add up all of our money. The cross off 1 bundle, if you have enough bundles of bills that are still circled after crossing off all the bills, then the 20-point penalty does not apply to you. But I have more X's than circles, and so do you. Because we didn't borrow from the bank. So we each lose 20 points at the end. So now add up all your points. 92.
36.
All right, I won.
Yep.
I had a more successful...
Does that surprise you?
No, but, I mean, do you understand it a little more now that we played it?
No.
Do you think we would play it 3 more times, you'd understand it more?
Probably like 5 to 10 more times. Yes.
I don't think it's that complicated of a game.
We did spend a lot of money on it.
She obviously doesn't like it, but I think it's fun. I think if we play it
Maybe
more...
in 5 to 10 more times I might. Did you just lose a screw?
No, it was the knob came off of the door that doesn't want to stay shut.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's enjoyable. I think you'll get it. I understood it one time after reading it last night.
It definitely wasn't simple.
So I
apologize for a long video.
Yeah, I do apologize for the long video. A lot of it will be chopped out. But I'll put the full play on the full play playlist if you want to check out and watch the entire playthrough. It's just a lot of us going, but you can still watch us do that if you want to. Thanks for coming. The game was bought at Koi's Comics, so if you'd like to get a copy of it yourself, go check them out. And as always, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit that first 100. And then any suggestions for drinks or games you'd like to see, leave those down in the comments. Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Oh, I drank all mine. Cheers. Oh, birthday, Caitlin, 28.
Oh,
She's turning 21.
She doesn't have a birthday for another like 3 years.
Well, she celebrates it on the 28th.
She's a leap year baby. I think she's only, what, 5?
Oh.
Okay. So, happy fake birthday.
No, happy birthday.